Hello, Magicasters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 11th episode of our 3rd level spell series. This spell broke my heart. Let me tell you. I love this spell so deeply. Thematically, this might even be one of the coolest spells we've covered. Yet despite that, wizards, you did me so dirty. So dirty. Why? Okay, needless to say, I got a bone to pick with this. Today we're talking about Conjure Barrage. This spell is usable exclusively by the ranger, at least as so far as to say it's found on their spell list, and it is found in the good old player's handbook. And man, is it a cool spell. So cool. Alright, let's get into its mechanics. You can kind of see what I'm saying here. So the damage is 3d8, but the effect, throw a non-magical weapon or fire a piece of non-magical ammunition. Create a cone of identical weapons that shoot forward and then disappear. Oh, it's so good. The cast time is 1 action, the range is self, and the range of the actual effect is a 60-foot cone. The duration is instantaneous. The components are the Holy Trinity, somatic, material, and verbal. That material component, by the way, is 1 piece of ammunition or a thrown weapon, which makes sense. The saving throw is Dexterity, and on a success they take half as much damage. The school is Conjuration, and the damage type is variable. What that means is it kind of depends on what you threw or shot, naturally. But man, isn't that cool. I wish you could upcast it, but sadly you cannot, which is why I'm so upset over this spell. But whatever, let's get on to the full description here and you can see even more why I'm that upset. You throw a non-magical weapon or fire a piece of ammunition into the air to create a cone of identical weapons that shoot forward and then disappear. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. The damage type is the same as that of the weapon or ammunition used as the component. Like, how cool is that? Like, imagine you're a ranger and you got 1 arrow left, but you got like 3 enemies right in front of you. And you're like, okay, you might think that I'm on my last shot, and maybe I am, but let me tell you, you're all gonna be hurting for a while because of it. And he throws that arrow like a paper airplane, and everyone looks at him kind of confused. And then they watch in horror as the arrow multiplies in front of their eyes and then bursts forward with such force that it tears up the shreds. I think that's so cool. Honestly, that's amazing. That's one of the coolest spells ever. I really wish you could upcast it, even if the upcast didn't affect the damage. Like, let's say you could upcast it but you could now affect magical weapons. I think that would be amazing. So you could sacrifice one of your magical weapons and in exchange do an incredible amount of damage. Very cool stuff. I love it. I seriously do just love it. That being said, guys, let's take a quick look at some alternative uses. So I think the best way of using this is using it to just take down a select group of foes. I think that's kind of what the whole spell is built towards, but you could also use it as a signaling mechanism. For example, let's say you're able to create a form of ammunition that uses gunpowder to create kind of like a loud banging sound, or an explosion, either or, and you throw it and it just lights up the sky and everyone takes that as a signal to move forward and proceed with the plan. That being said, it could also serve as a great distraction by that same kind of method of thought. Outside of that, this is a great spell to use if you want to run away. It deals a ton of damage to a relatively large area. It affects more than just creatures just through virtue of how the spell works. You could just cause a lot of damage with this and flee virtually scot-free. That being said, if you have any alternative uses, ideas, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, please put them down beneath in the comments section. I really do appreciate it. And if you like that cool hand-drawn gnome and you'd like your own hand-drawn D&D character, please check out the guild hall to figure out exactly how to do that. That being said, guys, thank you so much, and as always, happy spellcasting.